this is a interesting opportunity because we've started a really sweeping and path-breaking legal and regulatory system for the early resolution of these stressed assets and of companies that have gone into bankruptcy. Now, that opens up new opportunities for Singapore investors in picking up literally at bargain basement price some really good assets and reviving them, because many are excellent assets but in poor management. And it is also changing corporate behavior in India. It's introducing greater accountability and efficiency. So this is a session that's going to have great interest in the financial investors. The person who's going to lead it is the chairperson of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, the man who actually conceived and was an architect of this ecosystem for insolvency and bankruptcy. Similarly, we have sessions on financial inclusion and fintech. Now, financial inclusion, India has been the greatest growth story. We've opened 340 million bank accounts in the course of just last 5 years. That's to name one. We have digitalized payments across the country. We've created some of the best infrastructure for payments. What can we do together to bring our companies together to promote financial inclusion, but also to work together and expand financial inclusion in the rest of the world? There are still 1.7 billion people in the world who are unbanked. That's a great opportunity for India and Singapore to work together. Similarly, we have talking about Industry 4.0. We have sessions on artificial intelligence and how it can be used for not just for industrial competitiveness, but also for transforming lives of poor or making great social impact. We have a session on cybersecurity, again, a very important subject. Future of data. Now, data is going to be the big resource on which the world is going to compete. And more people see data as issues of national sovereignty, of privacy, protection, security. So how are we going to deal with this in the future? And it's going to be of great importance. We'll also have sessions on agro-tech and on, which is again an area of enormous opportunity, because I'm amazed at how optimistic suddenly and interested the Singapore food processing sector is in doing business in India. Same way, we'll have a session on health, tech, and biotechnology. We're getting a number of big startups from India to talk about these things. So as you can see, I mean, there are just an extremely wide range of subjects. We have, of course, traditional areas like skills development and a very interesting roundtable of experts from India and policymakers from India with experts and policymakers in Singapore on water. Singapore has had an impressive story to say on how it has been able to deal with the issue of water security and has achieved a great deal of water independence. We, as I said, have made it a national priority to have potable water in every tap. And so this is an opportunity to see how we can exchange ideas and what we can do to collaborate together.
Digitization, we're talking about
yes,
startups.
and we'll have a great session on trade, because that's again something where we need to do a lot more for India to have presence in Singapore and ASEAN region. And there are some, as you know, the nature of trade is changing, and today we see both multilateralism is like WTO is under retreat. We see the emergence of free trade agreements that are fragmenting the world market, but they're also bringing countries together. And at the same time, you see this protectionism, anti-globalism, trade in services and trade in data. Really, e-commerce will probably become more important than trade in goods. So what is the future of trade going to be, and what kind of trading arrangements we should be looking at? How should we redefine India-Singapore trade relations? Singapore is the first country with which we signed a comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. So we made some pioneering developments there. So this is again one more session that we're doing. So yes, I mean it is a whole range of excitement.
Absolutely. And in case you haven't registered, well, just at the end of this video, you will see the details for registration and the numbers to call and the website details as well. Do that. This is going to be the summit of this year, definitely, as stated by Mr. Ashraf just a while ago. This is the International Business and Innovation Summit, which is happening to collaborate more and wider and deeper, India and Singapore. 9th and 10th of September at the Marina Bay Sands. Mr. Ashraf, any last words why people should be there, besides, of course, the opportunity to hear you, which is always a pleasure?
Well, here's going to be an opportunity for you to think of learn about opportunities in India, to network with policymakers and the best from the corporate, government, and technology sectors in India and in Singapore. And actually, if you are a person of Indian origin living abroad or an Indian national living abroad, this is perhaps the best platform you will get to hear about the exciting new journey that New India is embarked upon, one that you would love to be a part of and one that you will feel very proud of. So these are 2 days when it is time to celebrate both what we are doing and to find ways in which we can work together. So be there. This is a great opportunity for all Radio Masti listeners to be part of this great summit. Thank you.
See you there. And this is Renuka signing off with Mr. Javed Ashraf, the High Commissioner of India in Singapore. And I will see you at the summit. Be there.